Hello, hello, hello. Is my door closed? Yeah, my door's closed. Nice. Hey guys. Oh, I leant on the space button. How's everybody doing? Hello, Romy. It's good to see you again. Good to see you again. Hello, Joseph and Wandering Pixel and Sandra. If you guys are still about, it's good to see you all again. And we're back. I didn't post a video this week because I'm a bad man and I'm behind on where I want to be. I haven't actually done any proper progress on the game. Yeah, that was good. On the game this week with exams coming up. My exams start tomorrow and finish on Friday, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, I've been working on something in the background which I'm going to tell you guys about in a moment. But before we do that, how is everybody? How are we all doing today? It feels like it's been ages since I've done a live stream, and it was only last Tuesday, but it feels like it's been a long week. It's been a bit slow. How are you guys? Have you been up to much? Did you have good weekends? Been having a good time? If I can get words out. We're gonna do the same kind of usual thing that we do, hang about for a little bit until 8 o'clock when we officially start, and then we'll get started on what we're doing. Good to hear you both doing good. I'm also doing good, thank you for asking. Just chilling, you know. Having the best time ever. Great. That's what we like to hear. Good vibes, good vibes. Cool. Well, I'll tell you what, seeing as we got you guys here, let's talk about what we're doing today. So, as you can see on screen, we don't have Unity on screen today. And that's because we're not going to be in Unity today. I figured today let's do some songwriting. So, for anyone who watches the devlogs regularly and has been about on the channel for a while, which I know you guys have been, the music in the background of the 2 videos that I've had uploaded last, and the live streams for a while as well, have been this song, which is the day theme for the Undergrowth for Ekko. I wrote it like a few weeks ago, and it's a vibe, if I do say so myself. So today I figured, seeing as I'm off-piste with my programming and I've got some refactoring that I want to do, which isn't particularly interesting for the stream, I thought let's switch things up a bit and do some music. So we're going to write the night theme for the Undergrowth today. And, you know, if we make some progress with it, maybe we'll start looking at setting up some of the nighttime implementation. But yeah, we're going to be writing the night theme for the Undergrowth today for Ekko, which is going to be really cool. Glad you like it, Joseph. It's quite a vibe. Again, if I do say so myself. Yeah, before we get started though, I've got something else I want to show you guys, which I'm really excited about. So, as has been said in chat, we recently just hit 400 subscribers, which is like, oh, amazing. Yeah, I'm still blown away by the growth that has come on the channel, but like the main reasons that I started the channel, there's like 2 main reasons that I wanted to have this channel going. One is for the accountability and marketing for my own projects, full disclosure, so that I can make some amount of a living from making games and keep myself accountable and make sure I am actually working on the games as well. But the second part is to help people in my position. So, you know, doing things like good tutorials, giving advice from mistakes I might end up making on my game dev journey, things like that. I really want to give back to you guys as a community. So there's going to be 2 parts of that, or 3 parts of that. The first part is the brand new up and coming Shiba Dog Studios Discord server, which is a work in progress at the moment, but we have the groundings of this server in place. There's a lot of different channels in here for some cool stuff. I have intentions to do things like group debugging sessions, with you guys. So if anyone who is also a game developer is working on stuff and gets stuck somewhere, we can book in a session together where we'll sit and have one-on-one chats in Discord and work out bugs and sort out some issues, which is really awesome. We've got a live gameplay and live game testing thing, which is one place where I'll get some of you guys on to stream with me to play Ekko live and to play other games that we'll work on live, but also a place where we can get some of you guys on stream where I'll play your games live, and we can get on these live streams probably on a different day to the Tuesday, because that's the game dev live slot, but maybe a Thursday or a Saturday we'll do a live stream where I sit down with one of you guys in a Discord call and we'll just play your indie game, and we'll talk about the design, we'll talk about how it's going, things that we could do, that you could do to improve it and stuff like that. I feel like that's a really cool thing that nobody's really doing stuff like that, or not many people are doing stuff like that anyway. So I really want to do something like that to give back to you guys, because I think it would be really awesome. And there's going to be a bunch of other stuff in there as well, which I'm not going to go too into detail with, because I'm still setting things up and it's still a work in progress, but that's that. And the second thing is going to be this brand new spanking tutorial which I'm working on. If any of you guys are avid indie game players, you might recognize what we have on screen right now as the popular indie game Pikuniku, which I think was probably mainly popularized by PewDiePie because he was a massive fan of it, and Jacksepticeye as well. But let me just hit pause on the music in Logic real quick, because I'm going to be releasing over the course of the next 3 weeks a 3-part course on how to create a versatile and structured menu system, which, if I can just set my sound up properly, output, okay, let's do that. So you guys should be able to hear that now. We're going to be recreating the menu system from Pikuniku. That includes the main menu with all functioning things, buttons that flick through, multi-dimensional menus, implementing sound effects, and also how this fits into your game. So not just a general high-level tutorial for, hey, here's how you make a menu, but we're actually going to create the system and I'm going to show you how it fits into the bigger picture of a game, not just a menu system on its own, which is another thing that I don't think a lot of channels do, or any channels do, to be fair. You usually have a tutorial that stands on its own and that's it. You don't really get any idea of how to fit it into your game. So that's what this tutorial is going to be for primarily, is we're going to say, here's how you implement a basic menu system. Here's how you can expand that menu system that's been designed and built well for scalability and upgrading, to create something like the multi-dimensional menu that we have here that goes, you know, across and down. And then how can you apply this to a game system where we could use it, say, with dialogue or with an inventory system. And we're going to go through that process over the course of the 3 videos, which is really awesome. But the most exciting part about it, which I'm really excited to launch on Saturday when we post up the first part of the tutorial, is that you'll be able to get your hands on this exact project when it's available on the Saturday, and to all of the videos for that tutorial series up front through the Shiba Dog Patreon page, which we're going to be launching on Saturday, and I don't have anything to show you for that yet, but we are launching a Patreon page finally, which I'm really excited to do. There's going to be a bunch of different tiers on there, from the low-end supporter tier all the way up to a high-end top dog tier, where you guys will get things like merch and access to early builds of the game, access to behind-the-scenes videos, full access to tutorials up front, and all sorts of things like that. I'll say a lot more about it on the day, but yeah, it's something I'm really excited to do, and I wanted to give you guys a heads up that this is something that we're putting into place now, coming this Saturday with the first episode of the How to Create a Solid Menu System in Unity tutorial series. So yeah, that's going to be really cool. And just as reassurance, this isn't going to replace Ekko. I'm still working on Ekko. I just figured for this week, seeing as exams are happening for me, I'm going to take a step back and do something a little less involved than putting a load of time into working on the game. And yeah, of course, it's not you don't have to do it. You're still going to get access. I'll emphasize, you'll still get a version of the project if you're not a Patreon supporter and you're interested in learning. The difference between the one that I'm putting as a free, I guess, version and the Patreon supported version is the scripts. People on Patreon will get access to all of the written scripts up front, whereas people who aren't Patreon subscribers will just get the visual assets, sound assets and scenes, and will have to follow along with the tutorials to get all of the code in there, rather than being able to download the code and look through it themselves. As with anything, I'm probably going to go through and tailor things like price points, certain rewards that people get, and things like that. But yeah, I'm really excited to launch it off and get that going. It's going to be really cool. So yeah, let's have a look at chat, because I've seen it be popping off while I'm doing this. I'll hit play on here again to make sure we got some sound in the back. Let's have a looky. I'm just watching this for fun. I just wanted to. We love that. I'm glad that it's these streams and videos are enjoyable for people who aren't developers as well, because I don't just want to be a let's get developers in here type person. I want to cater for as broader set of people as I can. Like learning about how games work and code as such, but I don't really know how to go about learning that in depth. If I were to start, I would start with a tile set. That's a good choice. Especially for like most simple games as well. Like tile sets can be applied to all sorts of genres, from roguelikes through to RPGs, through to tower defense games, through even to city builders. Like a tile set based game is a really good place to start, because you can do something really simple and scale it up massively as well. And of course, once we launch the Discord server, if you ever have any questions or want me to help you out with something one-to-one, that's going to be something that we can do now, which is really exciting. So yeah, make sure you get in there when we boot it up on Saturday even. That would be awesome, but I'm poor. Yeah, I feel you. I want to emphasize, obviously the Patreon isn't like a compulsory thing. I'm not going to say to you guys, go do my Patreon. I'm not going to bang on about it. It's just there for you guys to support a little bit extra than you already do. I'm already blown away by the support that I get from you guys, especially the ones rocking up to stream on a regular basis. It's honestly, it blows me away, and I'd be blown away with any level of response to Patreon, whether it's just one person on the lowest price tier or loads of people on the highest price tier. I'd be blown away, because it's like it's God's gift. It's God's gift being able to turn a dream like this into a reality and start to transition into having it as a full-time career. Yeah, no, not at all. Don't worry. I get you, bro. Are the decals coming too? Yes. The Shiba stickers are coming as well. Actually, let's do a little flash up on screen of those, shall we? Just as a little teaser. If I pop open Illustrator, this first part of the stream is going to be very unrelated to what we're doing today, but I'm really excited about all this stuff. So I'll give you a little teaser of some of the stickers, which Remy's already seen, because I was asking him about pricing and stuff. But for the rest of you guys on here, let's have a squizzy. While that's loading, let's have a looky. Want to try and do a 2D game, but I need to make or find a free tile set. Yep, yeah. There's a lot of really good quality free tile sets out there. Like as a suggestion, Tawhid Game Dev, another new awesome indie game dev channel on YouTube. he just did a game jam entry. Can't remember specifically for which jam it was, but he entered into that and did a really good job with a freely available tile set off of either the Unity Asset Store or somewhere else. But you can find a lot of really good free tile sets out there on things like itch.io and the Unity Asset Store, which are absolutely brilliant. Got a question from Wandering Pixel. Which would you prefer, side scroller or top down? But I don't know if that was for me or for you, Joseph. For me, it's always side scrolling these days, just because I really love games like Neversong and Hollow Knight and that. I'll put the name in chat of that channel, Tawheed Game Dev. For me, yeah. For me, it's side-scrolling, definitely, 100%. Is there a web shop coming? Eventually, I hope so, because I intend on selling. Okay, I'll let you in. I'll let you guys in on a little secret here. I'm planning to do some limited edition 3D models, like 3D printed models of Ekko, for the top end Patreon tier. And also planning on doing some not so limited edition ones, which other people will be able to get their hands on. So, with that in mind, and also thinking about wanting to do some apparel that's related to Ekko as well, I imagine eventually I will probably start a web store, but I can't see that happening for a little bit yet. The Patreon will come first, just because hosting a web store costs money in itself. And it's not worth me doing that when I'll be spending like 16, 20, 25, 30 quid a month to run this web store when I haven't really got enough people trafficking through to it. Something like Patreon and that is kind of different, because I can have my like backlog of merch that I've got ready for you guys or anyone who comes by and hits the support button, and I can just mail it off, and it's like an upfront investment that will return eventually. But like, it's one of those things where if I'm thinking about the moves that I'm making with regards to Patreon and web stores and stuff, I do have to think realistically about it as a business. And one of those things is trying to keep myself reined in and not get too ambitious and like, yeah, things are happening, and spend loads of money on merch and web stores and things like that. And yeah, I just want to I've got to be a little bit sensible with the order in which I put things up based on what's coming in, and then converting that into what goes out, either on a equal level or profit basis, which makes me feel kind of evil, because like it's always one of those things where you feel kind of bad thinking about how to profit off something, especially when I do care so much about giving stuff back as well, and making sure that you guys get value out of what I give. Like, I wouldn't feel happy in myself saying that I'm going to do the Patreon and going to sell merch and stuff if I didn't think I was giving back value to you guys for that. So yeah, it's really important for me that I can punt these things out to you guys, and you as well tell me, what do you want to see from the channel? What tutorials do you want? What merch are you interested in? What improvements do you think we could make to the game? Because like, in an ideal world, I do want to be able to do this full time, and that does mean realistically I need to be making money from it, but I never want that to be to a point where you guys aren't getting the value out of it that I'm getting from doing it, if you get what I'm saying. So always give me feedback on things that you want to hear or want to see, things you want to learn, and I'll try my best to get things like that done and sorted. Right, I'm going to dip away from Thingamajig real quick, chat, and we're going to take a look at a quick squizzy at these. So these are some of the stickers that my amazing girlfriend has whipped up for me. She helped design the original Shubadog Studios logo that we've got over here with me, and then she's gone and sat down and designed some stickers for us as well, which I think are so awesome. We've got the standard Shiba sticker with his little red handkerchief collar thing. We've got our smart Shiba who's got the glasses and the book having a little read, and then the cheeky Shiba as well, who's doing a little flash of his bum. Because who doesn't want a cheeky Shiba that's doing a little flash of his bum? So yeah, and I think we're going to get some more designs as well for some other stickers, and yeah, you'll get to know more about those as and when we release them. Hey Frozen Well, how you doing? We were just talking about the new Patreon and Discord and stuff that's going to be launching up on Saturday, and it's going to be awesome because you guys will be able to get your hands on things like these stickers and stuff, which is really cool. For anybody watching, Frozen Well is another new indie game dev YouTuber. Go check out his channel. He does live streams on a very regular basis. He had one on, for example, earlier today, where he was recreating Space Invaders in Construct, and will likely be doing the same thing in Godot as a nice comparison. So if you're interested in things like that, and also interested in following another good indie developer, go check out his channel, give him a subscribe, leave likes on the videos, go show him some love. Brackies has a great tutorial on 2D games. Yep, that's very true, and it's another free tile set on the Unity Asset Store in that one. Both the side-scrolling one and the top-down one, they're really good. And it's Brackies. Brackies is like the god of YouTube tutorials. WoWie Game Jam. I wanted to enter the WoWie Game Jam, but I just didn't have time with, you know, like I keep saying, exams, and with release at work coming up as well. I just didn't have the time over the weekend to pull anything together. But I am planning on entering another Game Jam, which I will talk about in the video when that happens, which will be probably in a couple of weeks' time. I could host a web store for free. Can I? I'm not convinced I can, or not a decent one anyway. Like if I think about, I could probably host one on AWS or something relatively easy. But as well, it's then a time commitment for making it look as good as I want it to look, and processing payments and things. It makes a lot more sense to go through a service like Squarespace or Shopify or something like that. Just because it handles a lot of the hassle that would eat up all of the time that I could be spending making my game better. And then as well, considering domain names and stuff, they aren't free. They're cheap. And I do have a domain name registered already, to be fair, but it's just like it's a pros and cons thing. Don't think it's bad to think like that. I'm glad you don't think it's bad to think like that. I agree. It's hard for me sometimes to think, God, I feel bad doing that, because you know, it's always one of those things when someone says, hey, you can pay me money now. It's like, but so yeah, I don't really like to think about it or do it even that much, but I wanna have it as a thing that's there, and I'll make you guys aware of it. There's no extra, like, you're gonna miss out on stuff if you don't go and support on Patreon, because that would just be ridiculous. Like, I want to make sure everybody's getting the same value out of stuff. The people who support on Patreon will just get, you know, the standard stuff like shout outs on the channel, recommendations at the end of the thing, but they'll also get some behind the scenes stuff like early access to pre-builds of the game, beta testing, stuff like that. But all of the base level stuff, I'm not going to take anything away that's already there, is what I'm trying to say. Cheers for shout. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. You're a very nice, calm sounding guy to listen to the live streams and videos of, so you deserve it. Much like a lot of the other upcoming indie dev channels out there at the moment. It's really cool that there's like a new wave of indie channels that I didn't even know existed until maybe a month ago, and I've discovered all of these people, and there's so many awesome things going on. So certainly if anyone on here is a supporter of me, go check out my other subscribers and people I'm subscribed to, like Frozen Well or Ikoso or Tawheed Game Dev, Xanderwood as well. All these really awesome new indie game dev channels that are doing really cool things, and will be the next generation of YouTube game devers. So you should definitely go check everybody out, anyone who's not already gone to check out. Joseph Goodman, sub into Frozen Well. Have I thought of a story yet? Yes, I have, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want to keep it secret. I mean, I'll give you some hints that there's it's a very metaphorical story. It's not like as simple as, oh, I'm a person and I'm doing a thing. There's some metaphor and fun things in there, similar again to the type of things that Thomas Brush does with his games. Yeah, but that's as much as I'll disclose for now. If you want to find out more, you'll have to hop on the beta testing. Exactly, can't be giving out spoilers yet. Gonna have to do something with a 2D game. do it I believe in you, and I got your back, man. Right, we're halfway into the stream and we haven't done anything yet, so let's get started. First things first, let's talk about this theme. So like I said, this is the theme for the Undergrowth. Joseph, I saw you asked if it has a name. It doesn't have a name. Yeah, it is just Undergrowth Day theme. I might come up with a proper name for it soon. Let me just switch my sound settings back over so I can change my volume. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of a breakdown on this now. So when I'm thinking about writing music, I think about what theme do I want, what general theme do I want the world to have, or do I want this theme to have. So if I think about the Undergrowth is the first place the player will be. I want it to be kind of friendly. It's going to be a relatively easy area, gets the player used to the mechanics, and so I want it to feel kind of warm and homely but have this vibe of unsettling to it. So first things first, with it being a forest area, I've got this percussion line, which is this nice little kind of vibey rhythm, split across a shaker, which is just like that. Then we've got some cool stick sounds, which are free. This is a free sound from Spitfire Audio. It's the Tundra Atmos Forest Sticks Lab Pack, free to download. Anyone can go and use it. Sounds really great. And that's just adding an extra layer. And then I've got a cajon, which is like just a box that you can slap in different places, a percussion instrument, and has those kind of sort of tribally forest jungle vibes. So that's my main rhythm section, because it creates like a nice kind of foresty tribal feeling. So on top of that then, we've got these impacts, which are like an electronic kick and clap with some hard reverb on them, which just help add a little bit of extra impact on those bar starts. Just sounds a little more full and helps differentiate between the start and the finish of the bars, which is nice. It's more like a producer type thing. Same with these. This is just a reverse of the clap, so played on its own it just sounds like this. Just a reverse razor, which helps like just fade it in. And then I've got the odd like percussive bit which just adds in like an extra rhythmic layer when the piece starts to thicken up a bit. So let's talk about the melodic instrumentation before we move on to writing anything new, because I want to make sure the melodic instrumentation lines up between the two pieces, and we're going to keep a similar theme as well. Real quick though, software is Logic Pro X. It's not free. When I got it, it was 150 quid, which is actually really cheap for what you get. It is OS X only though, but great alternatives that are free. Reaper's really good. It's not technically free, but you can get it for free pretty easy. Not that I promote piracy, but it's something a lot of people do. Another good DAW for Windows would probably be something like Pro Tools, but that's a lot more expensive. Then FL Studio as well, if you're making electronic music, is a really good option. Same with Ableton. They're all really good options to use for music. What do you guys prefer, Unity or Godot? I'm a Unity person, as I'm sure you're aware. I've never actually tried Godot, but Unity is a lot more powerful. It's something that I do know for certain and sure. Having spoken with someone else on stream about it. Unity's obviously got much better 3D capability. They both have both. And yeah, there was actually a really good comparison video that someone did where I left a comment because it's the best comparison video I've seen. I might see if I can track down a link for it and add it to the description of this live stream after we finish, actually, because it is an amazing comparison video between Unity and Godot, comparing the documentation, pricing, ease of use, all of that. So I'll stick that in the description for anyone who's interested. LMMS, I've never heard of that one before. Go check it out though, if you're looking for a free alternative. I trust my man Skeffels. Right, let's dive back in. So, instruments wise, we've got, first thing first, this cello. Very simple. It's just a basic repeating chord sequence, played in like plucks, and it sounds kind of light and bobby because of the voicing of the instrument. So it's a pizzicato cello. Not much more to say on that really. That just kind of sits across the whole thing in the underside. I've got harmony for it as well. On, I think these are violas. Violins. Wait, no. Yeah, violins. There you go. So we got pizzicato violin, pizzicato cello sitting next to each other to create this nice bouncy atmosphere. So that with the percussion is kind of childish and innocent sounding. It's in a major key, so it sounds happy, sounds jolly. And that makes the player feel safe. It makes the area feel safe. It makes it feel intriguing because it's got a kind of, the syncopated shakers make it feel like it's pushing you forwards, like it's pushing you to search, giving you motivation and excitement and energy. So that does that job really well. Next thing we've got is this glockenspiel, which is just playing this really nice little melody motif in there, which kind of acts as like a call and response type thing with the string instruments and some woodwind as well. So it just kind of makes it feel a little bit more full, and again a little more childish and jolly, but introduces more of this kind of sad sound to it in the way that the melody is voiced. And that's really important for when these strings come in. So as soon as that comes in, we've now got this these nice chords coming into play, which are really, they're voiced in a rather emotional way. Like, it still sounds happy, but it's curious. It's like it's a feeling of intrigue, and kind of like, especially this first one, it's like, and with the rise in volume as well, it's almost like it's trying to pull you in. It's trying to call you into the woods, call you in to explore. And that's predominantly the instrumentation. These chords are particularly nice, especially on their own. They sound really emotional and chilled. So if I just try and remember real quick what we've actually got here. We're using the BBC Symphony Orchestra Spitfire Audio Pack. Just the lowest edition one, I think it's 39 quid. Compatible with most DAWs, DAW being Digital Audio Workstation. So we've got, what's this? Violas, just playing a standard long bowed voicing. We've also got some clarinets. I love the clarinets in the BBC Symphony Orchestra. They're just really soft. It's got like a really melancholic, there we go, melancholic tone to them. It's really nice, and they're just being automated in volume with the mod wheel over here. And then the final one we've got, I think, is some horns. Yes, it is horns. That's exactly what it is. So I chose these ones because they sound really nice together. I really wanted it to be a soft ambience coming in, and all of them together just sound so beautiful. So I felt like that voicing was perfect. It fits in really nicely with the rest of the song. So next section, we've got these trombones coming in, I think. Yeah, tenor trombones. Which kind of this underlying melody chord sequence that complements the chords of the viola and clarinet section. And that drops out for a moment. We've got this little electronic line comes in, just as an ambient space filler while the glockenspiel develops. So this has now got a full melody. And then the flutes come in. Nice little flute, again BBC Symphony Orchestra. See you soon, Frozen Well. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your pixel arting. I'll see you when I see you. Have a good one. Yeah, so that flute line comes in, which is almost like a callback to the first section with these horns. It's got a relatively similar melody. And then we bring the horns back in again with the addition of these bass trombones, just to add a little extra thickness into it and make it feel a bit more full. And then the sad thing comes in, where this low end starts to play, and we get some more development of the chord sequence. It starts sounding a bit more urgent and unsettling. And that kind of continues into this outro where it starts getting a bit more... It's almost like it's not like I'm being pulled in by curiosity anymore. It's I'm being pushed forward by fear or need to go further. Which I think sums up the kind of melancholic atmosphere that I'm trying to go for. Because I'm a bit of a sad boy like that. So the evolution of this track goes from an initial curiosity into a confidence and more deepened curiosity, and then it starts erring onto the side of I need to keep going or things are going to go wrong type of mood. So that's where we're at with the Undergrowth Day theme, and now we're going to write the night theme with the same instruments. Assassin Gamer, hello. How you doing? Did you have a good weekend? Right. I'm thinking about how I want to start. So I'm thinking I want to go for something kind of along the lines of Zelda. Or a Zelda song. So we're going to have the same kind of... I think maybe if we pull out the... Tell you what, real quick, let's just go File, Save As. And we're going to save this as the night theme. And then I can start deleting stuff happily. So I might slow it down a bit. At the moment we're at 200 BPM. I'm going to take it down to 175. Nah, maybe not that much. Let's go 190. Cool. And I'm going to go into this maraca sequence and I'm going to just calm it down a bit. I want it to be like ch, 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 ch. Da, da. Where's 4? There's 4. Da, da. Da, da. Yeah, it works. And we're going to have to play with this stereo delay a little bit. There we go. So that's going to be our underlying loop. Oops. Ah! I pressed buttons. Okay, we're going to loop this through. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that yet. It's hard to start building something new when you already have things. So we're going to do 4 bars of this maraca. And this bottom line as well is just ambience. There we go. Can you hear it now? If there was no sound, is the sound coming through now? It's probably as loud, if not louder than me. I did have it down quite low because it's just my normal configuration. And I don't want to blow anyone's ears out. But hopefully that's better. Hold on, let me... Is that decent? If I get up nice and close to the microphone, cool. There's going to be... Oh, no. Don't quote OBS. Jesus. Absolute liability. Right, cool. So, I want to keep this do, but I only want it to be that. What I don't want to do is lose my the rest of my sequence. And I need it to be probably a little more quiet. Maybe I'll play it, stick it on the violins, and take it up an octave. The violins are this one. Whoa, it's moving everything. Let's not do that, just this one. And we're gonna take this up. Oh, maybe we could play it on a harp. There's an idea. So I'll be honest with you guys. A lot of me trying to come up with stuff is just fiddling about with vibes. We could get away with a harp, but maybe take it down. Trying to think of a kind of vibe. I need like some ambience. Some ambience just carrying the general chord sequence, which makes me think I'm going to use my go-to synthesizer for ambience, which is Dying Angel. DY. Dying Angel, there it is. It's really nice, soft vocal pad, which, if I can remember how to use Alchemy, because look at this thing, it's a behemoth. I'd like to that one's kind of cool, actually. Just as a really subtle background. I think we can roll with that. There, let's try it. I kind of don't have a particular vibe I'm going for right now, necessarily. We've got... Or maybe I don't want it to be that. Maybe I want it to be the Glock. The Glockenspiel. And I'll just cut it down to that and have it be a little more reverby. We just got... And we just need some kind of bass layer ambience to go in the back there. First things first, let's add an epic dubstep bass drop. Yes. We'll just hold on. Let's have a look here, shall we? Dubstep. That's a bit loud in my ears. Don't know how loud that is in your guys' ears. Oh my days. There's a lot of fun choppy vocal things in there. which would make a good dubstep bass drop. This ambience can be a bit quieter. You know what? I think maybe let's change this ambience as well. I'm not sure I'm a massive fan of the sound anymore. So the ambience. Let's pop this open again. Labs once more. I want it to be something a little more nightimey. Probably something like that. F. Maybe we could go for that one. G4. And then I'm just going to go in. With an EQ, and we're going to take out a bit more of that low end. So it's just this really subtle ambient layer in the background. Yeah, that's cool. Why is there a chorus on the Glockenspiel? They're too close together as well. I want to spread them out a fair bit further. Oh, there's going to be a lot of that. Where's my reverb? There's my reverb. Logic comes with this really awesome reverb called the chroma verb, where I can set the distance to like 65 and make it bloomy. Just going to get rid of all of that high end. A lot of the low end as well. Set the decay up to 2. Don't worry, that's already happening. I think the best glitch that we had was in one of the live streams that we had previously, where I was implementing a menu and the player died and everything exploded. It was just like that everywhere, and it was, oh god, that was something. And yeah, that I recorded that live stream, of course. There we go. So, for this ambience, we're going to use... not that chord. Not that one. I want something that's kind of neutral. Maybe we will use this one. So we're going to copy this across to Dream Voice. Actually, wait, I need the full shebang. like so. Command J to join all of those up, and we're going to take it and we're going to double the length of everything. So first things first, let's zoom in a little bit because everything is like way zoomed out. Everything's also a little bit behind. Sounds a little bit creepy at the moment. So first things first. Let's have a fiddle with the sound. I'm like, what do these things do? That one's interesting though. Thanks, my friend. Have a good evening. I will see you on Thursday potentially. Let's grab all of these and shift them up. That relationship makes it kind of sad. Oh, let's get rid of the high. Just keep it real low. Maybe I don't even want to do this for the night time. Whoops. That's the same note. Take you. I feel like it's going to fill the space in the wrong way. Yeah. It's not the right kind of space filling. I'm not sure if I like the shakers for the night theme, if I'm thinking about it. Where does a man want to go? First of all, I need to get rid of all of this this automation, because we're not going to want to use that. I basically just want it to be a stripped down version of the day theme. Here's an idea. Let's percussion. We're gonna stick that in here because the percussion sounds cool. It's got its weird, interesting stuff. We're gonna that metronome sounds weird. I can hear it twice. Oh god, it's loud. I'm so sorry. We won't use the metronome, we'll just listen to the sounds. Hey, that's not what I pressed. Let's have a listen to the... Gonna have one of those in there. Okay, so I'm shifting up the percussion, and part of that is deciding which sounds I'm gonna want to use. I think it's just those three. There isn't really anything else in here. Stick a triangle on 4. Maybe literally something as scarce as that. Oops. Stick that in there. There's not any extra layering I can do. Alright, now we'll have the same thing, but we'll move this over here and stick the triangle in here. Have another one of those things. stick that in a better position though. Oh, jeez. There's like a very specific song from Breath of the Wild that I'm trying to think about when I'm putting this into place. But it's escaping me. Nope. Okay, we're gonna stick a pitch shifter on the old shaky shakes. There's something weird going on here. That's what it is. Those ones are not on the grid properly. So now I just want to I want to recreate the chord sequence basically, but with the flute, I think. Where's my flute or my clarinets? My clarinets are nice. These ones? Whereabouts is clarinet noise? Bro, where's my clarinets? Oh, it's automation. Bleh. So if we take this and sit it, let's delete the automation. Let's delete the automation. If I delete the automation, I can set my levels. Are these the clarinets or the oboes? Clarinets. So we want chord sequence is F sharp, I think. Best thing to do is check the cello. Actually, you know what? We can just copy paste the cello, can't we? Yeah. Undo that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's copy paste that. Join it all together. Wait, what? Okay. Wait, what? Oh, it's because I've copied and pasted the wrong one. Joseph, don't worry. I haven't got a clue what's going on either. I don't know. Let's put a disclaimer out though, right now. I don't know any music theory. I studied music at GCSE. And I was supposed to know music theory for that, but I didn't. And my music teacher was just like, yeah, we'll let him on the course anyway. And somehow I managed to do alright. But I don't know. On paper, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I'm just using my ear and hoping for the best. Pretty much. Yeah, I literally have no idea what I'm doing. Which isn't particularly reassuring, but I'm glad it's entertaining. Awesome. Do it, man. Keep me posted with how your progress goes as well. Like it's really cool seeing the type of things that other people make. It's really inspiring for me as well to see the things that other developers make and other people work on. No matter what the quality is or what the scale is, it's really interesting to see people's takes on things and the kinds of vibes that they've got. Oh, there's like a very specific sound that I'm going for and I can't think how to get it. Which one's the flute? This one's the flute, right? Yeah, that one's the flute. Let's go here and I'm gonna take it up. It's going to be interesting. It's not right. I need some reference. You know what we're going to do? We're going to hop over to the internet real quick. And we're going to go take a squizzy at... actually, we could do it on here. Breath of the Wild. Because Breath of the Wild is... This is the kind of vibe I'm going for. This the nighttime theme should be more kind of ambient, full of spaces. And we may well get a copy strike on this this here stream, but it wouldn't be the first time. Get a nice advert there. Not going for piano vibes. Maybe I should be going for piano vibes. Maybe I should absolutely be going for piano vibes. I could mute the volume, but I kind of don't care. Like, I'd much rather have you guys be in the experience with me and, like, being able to see my thought process and, like I say, get the value out of it. Rather than me sort of go silent for a while just so I don't get copy striked. Like, I don't really care. I'd much rather get the copy strike and have you guys be able to, like, get in on this than not get the copy strike and not have you guys get in on it. piano with a flute melody. I think you bang on the money there. That's going to be the way forward. I just know there's a very specific song that I had in mind from Zelda, which I wanted to kind of emulate the vibe of. Oh, Kakariko Village Night. That's a good reference. Could try guitar and flute. Guitar and flute with a bit of piano in there. Oh, here we go. Ruins. I suppose if I'm going for this kind of vibe, it's going to be really weird to listen to without the ambience, isn't it? Because it was all very spacey. Full of gaps. And noises and like ambient soundscapes. Maybe that's what we should be doing then. Alright, let's go back to square one. We're gonna delete everything. Boom. Gone. Clean slate. We are going to keep the instruments we've got. Not that I know what any of them are anymore. Because I just deleted my reference to them. I should really name my instrument tracks. Cool. All the automation is gone. And we are going to just dive in and explore the soundscapes in Logic. So I'm going to make a new software instrument track. We are going to go to... I think it's synthesizer soundscape. There we go. Jeez, it's a bit loud because it is clipping. Is that like super loud for you guys? I'm like, my stream is really far behind. Yeah, that is really loud. Jesus. Let's just gain it down by like -5, not 0.5. That should be a bit better, hopefully. Distant air. Horrible. Calm and storm. Also pretty not quite where I want it. That one's kind of cool. I don't know if it fits for the forest, but certainly for the third world idea that I've got in mind, that will be an interesting sound. Hey. Okay, that's that. We want this note. It's going to be super long. No worries, no worries. Glad you've come back, Sandra. Oh, cool. Hey. Always nice to have a new person through, and I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. I'm just assuming you're enjoying it, judging by the thanks YouTube that you've put in there. But it's nice to have you on board. Consider hitting the subscribe button if you enjoyed the stream and want to check out some of the devlogs that we've done. The game is a game called Ekko. It is a game about climbing a tower to achieve ultimate glory, with some dark twists on there, which I don't want to spoil too much. Falls under the roguelike genre, but as a kind of twist and difference to most roguelikes, sort of more in line with something like Hades, I guess. It's got continuous lore, and every death and playthrough links into the next one, so it's not like each run is independent of the last particularly. It all ties together, and there's some nice lore layers in there, which is cool. I don't know how long you've been in the stream for, but at the moment we're working on some music for the nighttime theme of the first area in the game, which is going to be in the demo that I plan on releasing as soon as I possibly can. And yeah, we're just following the process over here on the channel. And I'm fearful that the majority of this stream is just going to be me creating this little thing that just keeps going. That one, two. Let's see. Roguelike, like the game Rogue, Rogue. I won't spoil, don't worry. No spoilers, no spoilers. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the music. It's a very rough work in progress at the moment. The night theme is proving more difficult than I was planning on. Well, it's proving to be more difficult than I assumed it would be, but I'm glad you're rating the vibe so far. So at the moment, we've got this ambient dissonant air, which I'm going to stick a reverb on, chroma verb of course, and we're going to have it be completely wet. And airy. Cool. Let's see if I can change the attack here as well. It's got to be something that just says attack, please. Logic always makes these things tricky. It's Logic Pro. Logic Pro X is my DAW of choice. I'm a Mac user. So Logic is the way forward. And I do things like mixing and mastering, and also some post production work as well on the side. And Logic is just really nice for that because it's like as good, if not better, than Pro Tools. But it's way cheaper. So it's much better. What do you pay? How you doing, man? It's coming along slowly. We had a thing and it was rubbish, so I deleted it all and now we're starting again. I'm trying to figure out how to change the attack of my thing. Which, to be fair, I think I could probably do just with an enveloper. If I take the gain way down, that should do it. Yeah, there we go. That softened it. I can get rid of this automation. Ah, it's the second LMMS we've had in the chat. Nice. It's one I've never heard of before. Like, yeah, I'll be honest. I bought Logic Pro back when I was like 16 because I wanted to do sound engineering full time. Was what I wanted to do, and I was writing a lot of rock and metal music at the time. So I had all of I was using GarageBand anyway because of my old white MacBook that I had from like 2010, and that had GarageBand on it, so that's where I started. And then when I got a MacBook Pro, back when I started college in like 2016 or 2017 or whenever it was, I upgraded to Logic then. What mood are we going for? Mysterious is bang on the money. We are going for like a curious, mysterious vibe. It's the forest theme, which it's like a curious. It feels safe, but it feels dangerous at the same time. Kind of curious, pretty good. Saw a guitar on my devlog. Yeah, I've got a lot of guitars. I might grab one to do some playing for this one actually, because it might fit nicely. But I can do a shameless self-promotion because it's my channel. I've got another channel called Cuba Stanley Guitar, which is my music channel. I haven't posted on there in years. Literally years. But that's it's another account I've got on Instagram as well, where I post all things metal and rock, because I'm still big into that. And if you fancy checking out any metal, if that's the type of music that floats your boat, feel free to head over there and check it out. It would mean a lot. Okay, so we got this now. Let's add the ambience back in. Let's just stretch this out. Let's go 93 bars. How long is 93 bars? 3.5 minutes. That is more than enough. Yeah, we're going to use this one. Stretch it out all the way to the end of the bar. Nice. All right, we'll do. I was surprised. I never like imagined that I'll discover too many metal interested people. Hold on, let me stick a link in the chat real quick. Like a lot of this stuff is back from when I was 17-ish. Stanley guitar, but I did an EP back in 2 years ago, 2018, March 2018. So it's almost 3 years now, actually. There we go. There's a link for anybody interested in chat. We're at 206 subscribers over there at the moment, and I'll be honest, I can't see myself posting anything new on there in the near future. Just because I'm spending a lot of time doing the game stuff now, and working on an EP, a new EP as well, which I can't post anything high quality, at least until that campaign is done. But there's two music videos on there for my first two singles, a playthrough for the first single, a few really bad mixing tutorials, and the full EP as well. All of which are available on iTunes, Spotify, all of that stuff. So yeah, feel free to go check it out. 208, you guys are the best. Honestly, it makes me so happy. That's giving me a nice warm feeling. You guys are so awesome. Brilliant. Wipe, that's awesome that you've got a band as well. Drop a link in chat so we can go check it out. If you've got anything published or any socials anywhere or anything like that, do please drop a link in the chat so I can check it out, or send me something over on Discord. That would be really awesome. I'll tell you what, should we do something random? Because I'm struggling to come up with inspiration. We could end the stream with some sneak peeks of new stuff for that, even though it's completely unrelated to to the game whatsoever. I feel like that would be a fun way to end the stream if people are interested in that. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, COVID's really done a number on loads of people. I've had a similar issue with me as well. Yeah, it's a bit of a doozy. All right, tell you what, let's I think guitar would be nice. Unfortunately, I don't have an acoustic, so we're gonna do 15 more minutes of writing, and then I'll bust out the new tunes that we've got. So we want a steel string acoustic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like a do. Nice. That sounds chill. Thanks, man. My vocals were so bad back then. Like, I feel like they've only gotten worse. I'm better at singing properly now, but my screams are terrible. I think Tradition's probably the best one. In terms of just general quality. And then Discard was my favourite one that I wrote. It was all me. I've tried starting a band so many times, but there's just no musicians around where I live. I live in, just for anyone, I live in Worcestershire in the UK, which is like in the Midlands. But I live in a particular part of the Midlands where just nothing happens. And there's kind of no one here. So it's like, I've tried starting a band, and I've been, with the new stuff that I'm doing now, I've been working with a guy down in Southampton who's actually the drummer for a band called Our Hollow Our Home, who are also from the UK and have managed to get themselves quite big about the place. But from that, I've managed to get to know people who are in like much bigger bands like Shields and Ocean's 8 Alaska and all these more like UK bands from like Birmingham and stuff. But I've just, like, the whole time while I've been doing this over the course of the last 2 years, this new EP has been in production. I've just spent trying to track down new musicians, and we can't find anybody. So yeah. It's a bit of a problem. What am I doing with this acoustic guitar? It sounds nice. I think piano. If we can have the piano bring back. So I'm gonna. Here's a nice fun thing. I've got a piano called Una Corda, which is it's a Native Instruments created instrument, which was made in collaboration with Niels Fram, who is a German pianist. And it's just it's really nice. It's a specially made piano that's got one string per key, rather than your standard 3. I think it is the pianos have. So it's this really nice, intimate piano. Which gets even nicer when you start adding in the reverbs, and it's got all sorts of cool stuff like ambience from the studio. You've got the mechanical noises, fabric sounds, harmonics and stuff, and then what reverb we're using at the moment. We can change this out for, let's go for a room, and we're going to use like stove room. Nah, I want something that's nice and stone. Chapel. Like, listen to how beautiful that is. It's just a gorgeous sounding piano. It's just lovely. I love it. So let's use this one for our, we're gonna have that. We might have the dum, which I think is God, I can't remember the notes. It's those. Ba-da-dum. Let's turn up the guitar a bit as well. If it sounds like Breath of the Wild, we're on the right track. Because Breath of the Wild is the vibe we're going for with the nighttime vibe. But the important thing is, this, you'll notice this melody, this dum, 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 or wherever it is, this. That is the same melody as the da da dum da da dum that we had on the Glockenspiel. And the chords are the same. And then we've just got this ambience in the background. So what we're going to do, I wonder if Logic has a strum thing. I don't think it does by default. It's got a humanize function. But it doesn't have a strum, and I really want a strum, so it sounds nice. And I'll replace the MIDI eventually with some actual playing. Almost sounds kind of like makes me think a bit Wind Waker. Nah. Keep it up high. Maybe we could try this with just a normal acoustic guitar instead of the steel string. That's a bit brighter. Dum, da, dum, dum. Oh man, I don't remember how my own melody goes. Time to listen. Let's just make sure my sound's going through the right place still. Yes, it is. I'm gonna have to make sure that it's not too loud. Is the same two bottom notes. I might have to switch that up a little bit. We could go to that one. Dum. So what chord would you be now? We're just going bum, bum. So we want to go down to probably A sharp. I think even though I'm writing on a piano scale, I'm thinking about what it would be on a guitar. So if I think about the chords, I always write in harmonic minor or melodic minor, which chord sequence wise I will usually go 8, 5, 0, 3, which is exactly what I did in Discard for those of you who went to listen to that. So if 8 is this is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah. Flatten that down. Bring this down here as well. How does that sound? Oh, that gets you right in the feels. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, I'm not keeping track of the. Bum. Dum. Like that. And this is going to be now up to 1, 2, 3. Oh. And then we loop it, and that's where the flute's going to come in, but I'm going to chop that because that note went dodgy. Actually, you know what, we'll just alt copy that, so we'll have a flute come in and possibly some like bass sound come in there as well. So I'll tell you what, I'll finish at 10, so we'll go for 5 more minutes and then I'll give you guys sneak peeks into my new commercial music as the artist that I am, music wise, which hopefully sounds good to people. How are we liking it so far? Is that Is that feeling like good vibes? It's definitely got that Breath of the Wild feel to it, which is bang on the money. I think that piano needs some echo. And a bit more reverb, because, you know, reverb makes things sound sad. And sad is beautiful. Let's not make it quite that loud. And a bit of echo. That's better. It was sharp. Awesome. That's bang on where it needs to be. The issue, I still need to have that sense of, so maybe like a, like there needs to be a sense of some unease and danger, because it's not completely peaceful. There's still enemies and stuff about the place. So maybe I'll just have like a dum, wait. Yeah, the F sharp on the, which one is my, that's the harp. I can't remember which one is my, my basses. There's my basses. I found my basses, guys. So just a, and I want him to be pizzicato or spiccato, yes. That's not the right rhythm. Maybe the flutes could add some. That's a good shout. That is a good shout. Yes, yes. You guys are good. This is why you guys are so great. You know what you're on about. Unlike me. Let's see if we can do that real quick, shall we? Which one's my flute? Not this one. That's the harp again. Is this the flute? Yes, that's the flute. Ba-dum. It's really weird trying to write in 7/4 as well. That's something I'm not accustomed to yet. 3/4, great. 4/4, fantastic. 7/4, gets a bit questionable. Feel like I need... Did I delete my percussion? Oh, I did. I need to listen to the whole thing again. Dum. Sounds jazzy like all those devlog videos. Glad you think so, Pixel Pat, because that one was one I wrote as well. That was the day theme. Now we got the night theme, which is sounding more like Breath of the Wild with the nice ambient vibes, and it's like, yeah, but like I said a moment ago, and like you excellent people have suggested, we use the flutes, and I'm thinking I'll probably bring back the cellos as well, as long as they're a bit better balanced with the dum 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 dum. Wait, am I on the cellos right now? Now I'm on the violins. Cellos. Studio cellos. I think it's that one. No. There we go. 1, 2, 3, do. 1, 2, 3, do. Yeah. The ones where everyone makes coffee and plays lo-fi. That's funny. Yeah, I kind of agree with you on some level. I think I kind of have a problem with YouTube. Like, I'm going off on a tangent now, but in terms of thinking about algorithm and stuff, there's so much of a focus around the algorithm, and I completely fall culprit of this as well. Like, I'm always thinking, oh, I need to catch the algorithm, I need my videos to take off so I can grow massively, blah blah blah. And a lot of the way that people try and do that is by emulating things that other people with big channels do. But, you know, thinking about it, the fact of the matter is they're already big because those things were proper trends back when they did them 3 years ago, you know? So, like, there's a lot of, like, certainly me when I started out, as anyone will know, it was those kind of chill vibe, lo-fi with the teapot devlog videos, and it was very much so the kind of thing that you might see on a channel that's already big, which is all well and good, but I think, like you say, people are kind of looking for something a bit more fresh. So yeah, I kind of want to change it up a little bit, and I'm going to try and do that with what I'm doing more. And I feel like with the videos that I've got coming up now as well, people are going to start being able to draw a lot of links between my style and Thomas Brush's style, because I fully idolize that man. he's a genius. Like, he knows exactly what he's doing when he creates his videos. He knows who he's targeting. He knows how it's gonna do. He knows what he's doing, and a brilliant technique that I've learned for success is mirroring, and like replication of formula. Even though I've literally just said I don't want to replicating a formula and applying it in a fresh way is like a key to things going well. So I'm kind of moving into that. And yeah, the point there, if you do what you want to do, people will respond well to it, 100%. Because another thing about people is people love people, which is why if you go and talk to anybody about marketing for an independent project or something, they'll often tell you, don't do what I've done, where I've said, hi, I'm Shiba Dog Studios. They'll say, do it as you, because then the people get to know you and they get to know the person behind the project rather than this kind of corporate looking business face. But I feel like I'm hitting a pretty decent balance of having that branding and consistency, which is as equally as important. Like, I had a really fun phone call with one of my the guy I was saying about earlier, who I do my music work with, who's a marketing person. And I was having a conversation with him about marketing, and consistency works. Like, I spent probably 5 years trying to make something out of my music side of things. And like those of you who were about earlier who are still around now, we have now 209 subscribers on that channel, but that channel's been there for 5 years. This channel's been here for 3 months, and we've already got double that, which is astounding. But simple fact of the matter is, it's consistent. It's consistent, and it's like you've just said in chat, Lion Jeff. It's authentic, consistent, and authentic. And I'm not trying to be someone else. I'm just a kid from the UK who likes making games and wants to do it full time. So, God damn it, I'm gonna do it, you know. But you know, it certainly helps having the consistent thumbnail style, the consistent color schemes. Everything matches. Like, you can go to my Instagram feed; it all looks really nice and clean and aesthetically pleasing. The color scheme matches that of my YouTube thumbnails and my outros and the transitions, and everything's consistent. And I stream consistently, and I upload relatively consistently, and it's something that psychologically people pick up on, and they're like, you're like front of mind. People think about, ooh, new game dev stuff that's happening this week. Cuba will upload a new video, and that's that. But you know, yeah, it's cool. I'll stop waffling because we're 5 minutes to the end, and I said I'd play some music from my side project, so we're gonna do that if people are still interested. Put me a thumbs up in chat if you want to hear some of my new metal project. Which I don't know if it'll be all of you, but anyone still around who's interested, stick a thumbs up in chat, and I'll compare that to the number of people that are watching. There's 1, there's 2. That's 2 out of 8. I haven't watched Thin Matrix's new video yet. I've seen it's there and I need to go and watch it, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. We've got three thumbs up. I'm wondering if What Heap's still about. If not, doesn't matter. But with that, I'm going to do end of the stream. I'll switch over to the end of stream page. I'll still hang about in the chat, but just so you guys can listen to this sneak peek. This is an instrumental version of the song called Harlequin, which is going to be on my next EP for my metal project whenever that happens. With COVID and everything, it could be this year, could be next year, and also depending on how much I can afford to spend on it as well for things like music videos. This is the instrumental version of Harlequin. And again, as always, massive thank you to you guys. Massive thank you for pushing us over to 400 subscribers. That's really awesome. 400 subscribers in 3 months. 10 out of 10. Genuinely, it's I keep saying it, but it's really awesome, the response that the channel's had. And yeah, it means the world having you guys support me here. Saturday we're going to be doing the post up of this Piku Niku tutorial, episode 1. We're also going to be publishing our Patreon page and the Shiba Dog Studios Discord channel, which I'm really excited to be able to get in there and talk to some of you guys a little more in depth with that. I'm going to be teaching you how to recreate this menu, giving you all the art assets that we've got in here, which I've recreated from scratch, including the animations and the things. It's all the stuff that I've done in Illustrator or pulled off of the internet. Like this Piku Niku logo is just the one that's on the internet. So come Saturday, I'll be teaching you guys how to create this, and giving you the opportunity to download it as well. So yeah, with that said, I will see you guys on Saturday for the first episode of the tutorial. I hope you have a wonderful time. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I present to you Harlequin. Cheers, guys.